Today, Nashville's mourning the loss of Father Charles Strobel. He passed away over the weekend after battling Parkinson's for several years, too. His legacy extends well beyond parish doors, including his relentless efforts to help the homeless. News 2's Nikki McGee has more from the room in the inn about how his mission lives on.
One by one, Room in the Inn guests sat down for lunch Monday afternoon, but none of them would be here if it weren't for Father Charles Strobel.
Since 2005, he has been in a pastoral role, but how he saw that is being with people on their hardest days. So it was sitting down eating with people, making sure that everybody that walked in the door every evening they were here, he came every single night to welcome them.
The Nashville native attended Father Ryan High School and went on to become a priest with a special heart for the unhoused. He received his sacraments and said his first Mass at Assumption in Germantown. He went on to become the pastor at Holy Rosary and later Holy Name. That is until 1987, when he went to lead his organization, Room in the Inn, full-time.
He started Room in the Inn in 1985 when he was a priest in East Nashville. He was sleeping in his church rectory, got cold. He couldn't allow people to sleep in their church parking lot cold, and so his conscience had them bring them in for the night. But he knew when he did that, they would stay the rest of his life, and they did.
He gave them each a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that movement turned into a ministry that now serves 200 to 400 people daily. Perhaps one of his greatest marks of mercy, forgiving a man who murdered his mother.
He told every person that walked through our doors that there's goodness in them and wanted to remind them of that every single day. And his feelings about the death penalty didn't start with his mother's murder. They started long before that when he asked her what she thought about the death penalty, and she said, well, I wouldn't want it to happen to you.
As he passes his torch on to Executive Director Rachel Hester, she remembers him not only as a colleague, but a mentor and friend.
We all need somebody in our life who's going to tell us what we don't want to hear, who's going to help us, who's going to be our person, who's going to be our first call. And he was always my first call. And he was my last call on Friday night, and then he passed away Saturday evening.
Rachel tells me Father Strobel passed away in his sleep over the weekend. In lieu of flowers, his family asked you to donate to the Charles Strobel Housing Fund. Details for his celebration of life are still being planned. However, that will be open to the public. Mark.